Where do you feel you need the most help in the matching right now? So we've already talked about being more proactive in terms of if we have a client that needs a job, rather than just posting it and waiting for the VAs to reach out to the VAs and say, hey, based on your resume, your availability, this could be a good fit. Where do you think you need the help in that role?
We need help in expanding our network of VAs because, to be honest, I think the VAs have become more choosy. Like, because they see a lot of clients, they tend to, I just don't want them to get the notion that we have a lot of clients. So they can just get clients and I don't like this client. So I'll give it back to you. I'll apply to another client. I just don't want them to get that kind of impression. But because sometimes for positions, we don't get a lot of applicants anymore, not like before. So if we have more candidates from Nairobi and from Manila, then it means we have more applicants. And I can actually, to be honest, I don't want to present VAs that I'm not comfortable with to the client. Yeah, so if we have more VAs applying for certain positions, it would be great because we have a lot of options. So yeah, that's what I'm needing help with. Because if the clients are not satisfied with the VAs that I'm presenting, it's gonna come back to me.
Yeah.
So I take the time to really choose the VAs.
Cool.
Yeah, and I just want to add that because lately most of the clients they're very specific with the VA's
Yeah.
experience. Let's say, for example, if the VA they're looking for a video editor, they want a VA who already had an experience doing video edits, and they know that there are a lot of VAs knows video editing, but they want a specific one who can really edit like YouTube or can repurpose reels or using the specific tools. They're very more specific compared before. And also majority of the clients that I talk right now, they're really looking for a VA who's really familiar with AI tools, familiar with chat GPT, familiar with video editing tools, go high level EA experience. With regards to EA, they are not only looking for an EA VA that has only a 1 year experience. So they're really looking for more than 2 or 3 years experience.
Yeah, no. And in fairness to the clients, that's where the industry is because there's such a number of VAs, not just in the Philippines, of course. There's VAs, of course. We have to look at Philippines, Bangladesh, Pakistan, India, parts of Africa, South America. So it's a very competitive industry in terms of where people are. But really, what it means is that we can do a better job of finding, filtering, and qualifying people that we feel are good fits for these roles. And I think part of why people will want to work with us is why people work with matchmakers is that we are doing the interviewing, we're doing the assessing, we're finding the and we're qualifying them on behalf of the clients. We charge very nominal rates for our setup, and for the right clients, it's going to save them a vast amount of time. But that's where I lean on experience from Jude, from Reef, from Aubrey K, Brittany, Miriam, for you guys to kind of bring your experience of interviewing, filtering, asking the good questions. Like I said, most entrepreneurs like me, we are impatient and we like people. So we just like, oh great, this is good, let's go. Let's get hired. We're not good at asking, but you guys are not emotionally attached to people. You guys know that you have to ask the right questions, and it's more about who's not a good fit versus who is a good fit, right? Now you may let people in who you might say, great, you've got a great resume, you've got great personality. We don't have a client for you just yet. We get clients coming in all the time. Every day, new clients need VAs. So we'll give you a call. We don't bench people, so we don't have a benching policy where they're on a low payroll just waiting to be placed. They're free to go find other clients if they want to, and if that's the case, that's fine too. We understand, but we keep everything very transparent between us, you guys, the VAs, clients. Everyone knows what's happening. Cool. So improvements, ideas is what I'm looking for right now from you guys. So please go through the documents. Don't even if you think it's not a whether you think it's a good idea or not a good idea, be willing to share those ideas either in the HR channel or with me directly if you think you want to just share it with me. But and again, we are a very transparent team. We share openly. Again, and this isn't to say that everything's bad. Everything this is all about Kaizen. It's all about continuous improvement. And every process in any business at any given time can be improved. So improvement means how do we improve quality and end up with happier clients and happier VAs is the ultimate there. So I'll do a round of feedback and ideas that you currently have. Aubrey, I'll start with you in terms of you know pretty much exactly where things are at. What do you see are the first things we need to improve? And Jovan, if you can make a note of these as they're going through the best you can.
For me.
OBM, let's go with OBM first.
Maybe there are two Aubreys now. Okay, for me, what's important for me is really to reach out to as much VAs as we can. But I would like to stress that quality is still better than quantity because a lot of what we noticed, I think Jude can agree with that. A lot of VAs will say, I have experience in that, I'm good in that, I know that. But there is a good example with this B that we have a client who's very particular. We have presented a lot of VAs to him. And then even if I said I need time to find a VA because I have this particular, I don't know, I'm looking for something that I know could fit to that client because he's really particular. We have presented like 3 VAs whom I think was good enough, but then it didn't pan out. So I was really looking for that special something for VAs, but he's impatient. He's every day he would say, "What's the update?" So I ended up presenting somebody whom I wasn't 100% comfortable or confident to present. So I presented that VA to him, and it ended up that VA wasn't as experienced as he claims to be. He's familiar with the tools, he's familiar with the VA industry, but when it comes to being on the job, he's not as experienced. So the job that he was offering the client was not 100%. So that's one thing that I don't want to happen. To be honest, if I have a bad experience with a VA, let's say for example, I put them on an interview and they didn't do well because they claimed something that they really aren't as experienced as they are, I don't really consider them anymore. So the key is to reach more VAs so that we can find good talents. And if we have good VAs that we know, we can just present them to the clients as soon as we get an okay from the VA. Because I don't just present the resumes. I discuss it with the VAs. Okay, so the client is like this and like that. Is it okay if the client is particular? Is it okay if the client is a bit strict? Is it okay if the client is somewhat intimidating? Because I don't want to put them in the interview and then they will realize I don't like this client.